What's up, everyone? Dark Magician Tactics. We made it to YCS Houston. Here we are, and we got E-Heroes Forged with us, Robomaticus. We are here. Let's real quick, briefly get into it. Heroes, what are you playing?
Heroes, we're playing Shark Rizio today.
Shark Rizio for the YCS Houston. Robomaticus, what are we playing?
Playing Malice.
Playing Malice. All right, and guys, it's no surprise for me. We did bring the Turbo Dragoon build. That is what we decided on. My thought process here is similar to what it's always been, which is I think people will not expect this, and I'm banking on them cracking under the pressure. We have a couple surprises in here, some cards recently added. I think it's going to really help against the Rizio stuff, which is what I'm assuming I'm going to play the most today. So I will keep you guys updated as we go through the rounds. So wish me luck. This is our first YCS, and I will keep you guys posted. Peace. All right, guys. 2,200 people here, and the first pairings just went up. And here's my opponent. Been practicing together for months, and this is what I end up with. So I'll let you guys know how this goes. All right, guys, round one just ended. We went against none other than E-Heroes Forged right here. So we have 1,430 people who signed up for YCS Houston, and this was my first pairing. The guy I've been practicing with for months.
Best matchup of the day.
How did it go?
Exactly how I thought it would go.
How did it go?
The match was both matches, all three matches.
Yeah. So we went to round three with about 10 minutes left. Hero took the first round. I took the second round after Book of Eclipse, flipped his board down. We got our Dragoon out. We managed to get him up to 4K, and he couldn't clear him, so we scooped, went to game three. And like I said earlier, I think my biggest issue is going to be these substitutes, because he's running them now with his shark package. Totally awesome. They're totally awesome. My bad. Those toads are motherfuckers. But he took game three after he made me go first. And yeah, it was a great experience, guys. So anything else you want to add?
No. Good luck to you next time.
You too, buddy. All right, y'all. All right. Someone pulled the fire alarm after the first round. We gotta get out. Yeah, somebody's mad. All right, boys, we just got done after round two. We played Rizio Voiceless Voice, and we took the dub. So we're 1-1. I won game one, he won game two, and then I went to game three, scooped him up with Dragoon, got him up to 5K again. And he didn't have the out. TKB's pulling weight, and the band playing on is pulling weight. It's crazy because he made me go first. We had a lot of setup, and yeah, so we're 1-1, going into round three pretty soon. All right, what's up, everybody? So we just got done with round three. We lost, I believe it's to pure Rizio. We never really got our feet off the ground, unfortunately. He had ashes for both turns after we grabbed the Red Eye Fusion. We hard drew into it, and then we Black Meteor Dragon into it, and we just couldn't get off the ground. And he sets up his board with that dragon that they're playing in Rizio that says you can't target anything but that thing first. So very good card. Yeah, our hands just weren't the best. We tried to, Charmy Perulia him our turn, and he just passed turn, didn't give us a chance, and that's when he hit us with the ash. So we lost to, again, the pre-Rizio. So we're going into round four, so we'll see how we do. I'll keep y'all posted. What's up, y'all? So we just went into round four. We got the W. We beat Blue Eyes, Primite, Brandon. So we're 2-2 right now. If we win the rest of the day, we could possibly go on to game two. But I got with me right now the king of locals. He's been killing it. What's your record right now, Bill?
3-1.
3-1. What have you been playing?
Asking White Forest, Blue Eyes, and then back-to-back Rizio.
Back-to-back Rizio. Rizio's been killing me all day. That was my first non-Rizio game, I think. What are you playing today? Mermail. He's playing Mermail, y'all. I haven't seen Mermail, but a few other friends from locals who are here with us, we got about a dozen of us. I think somebody said that they played Mermail already, right? Yeah. But they were playing next one with us. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep you guys updated. Peace. What's up, everyone? Dark Magician Tactics. We're back after round 5, and we got the W. That's right. We beat Fiendsmith Rizio with the Turbo Dragoon. We 2-0'd him first game, second game he made me go first, and then we managed to get 2 Dragoons on him, so everything is A-okay. We're going on to round 6. Like I said, we're currently 3-2. I think one more loss and I'll probably drop because we're getting kind of late in the day, but I want to see how far we go. As of now, I'm very happy with how the deck has been performing. I am positive in my losses, so that's all that matters, and that's the best that we could hope for. So how are we feeling, heroes?
We have not been doing good today. We are 2-3.
2-3.
But I won my game 1 against my guy.
That's right.
So
That's the best victory, dude.
other than that, it's been pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah.
the deck's been running good. Everybody always had the outs.
Yeah.
So other than that, we're going to see what round 6 looks like. If we win, we'll stay.
That's it. That's
All
it.
right.
So we'll get back to it. I'll keep you guys updated very shortly. Peace. All right, guys. Our position practice. We just finished round 6, and we lost. So we are 3-3. I just found out I got hoed. I'll break it down to you guys in a little bit. It's not a big deal. We dropped anyway. We set out for a mission. I think we accomplished it. I'm dropping that deck list soon. Peace out, you guys. I love y'all so much.
And 1, 2, 3.
First YCS is in the books, and we went 3-3 with blind second Turbo Dragoon. So this is just going to be a quick recap of my matches that I played. You're going to see in a second there were some shenanigans with my very last round. I'll explain that. But just to go through round by round, the first round we played Ryziel Sharks, and that was against our good friend eHeroes Forged. It was a less than 1% chance of us being matched up together. I don't know how it happened, but alas it did. And he took game 1 after winning the die roll. I elected to go second again, and after siding in my cards for Ryziel, we took game 2. And then after that, he made me go first for game 3, and I just couldn't make a Dragoon. We were able to stall for a little bit of time, but he popped my Tikaboo with his aggregator engrave. There could only, Tikaboo, so there was just no out for that, and we just couldn't get to the Dragoon. So he took game 1, so we started the day off. It had to happen to somebody with a game 1 loss, so 0-1 to start the day. So we then went on to round 2 against Ryziel Voiceless Voice, and we played all 3 games again. It was something I was not expecting nor really planned for with the Voiceless Voice stuff. He took game 1, and then the next 2 games we cleared him. We used Tikaboo and evenly matched those game cards. Like I mentioned earlier, really came in clutch for us, so that helped a lot. We got Dragoon big, and he just couldn't clear him with his Voiceless Voice or his Ryziel stuff. So that was game 2, or round 2. I'm sorry. So now we are 1-1 throughout the day. Going into round 3. Before I say it, I'll preference one of my worries about my first YCS was playing someone who's just obviously infinitely better than me, but the silent combo type, we see all these YouTube shorts and people complaining about that and making jokes. This was the first person to do it. He wasn't rude by any means, but and he was playing a pure Ryziel build, and just immediately starting off the games with just effect, moving stuff for effect, this point, not even saying effect sometimes and just doing stuff. But so that was his play style, which is fine. I'm not knocking him for it, but it was just a fear realized. And he was he had Ash for everything. For the ref, we were able to get Meteor Dragon engrave. He knew exactly what it did, and he just beat us 2-0. He's a very good player. He knew exactly what we were playing, and he played the prevention game. He didn't allow us to make a Dragoon. So that was our second loss of the day. So we're 1-2 going into round 4. Round 4, we played Blue Eyes Primite Branded with a 2-1 victory record. So I took game 1, and then he took game 2. Once he saw what we were playing, it was really fun. But a lot of the patterns of this is once I got Dragoon up to over 4 or 5K, they couldn't clear him. And what's funny is during game 3, I kind of gave him the out, but just naturally I thought he was going to do it, because it always happens to me, which is Dragoon on his turn to negate destroy a card, and it resolves, so he goes up, and then he goes thrust, and I'm thinking, I audibly said out loud, Talents,
You're going to go get talents. Okay. And he just didn't hear it, and the small crowd we had around us started laughing, and he went and grabbed Ultimate Slayer. And I didn't say anything then because I knew he couldn't target it. And he tried to play Ultimate Slayer to target Dragoon, and I told him he couldn't because of targets. So we took round 4 with the 2-1 victory against him. So now we are 2-2. Correct. Yep. So we are 2-2. So going into round 5, it is a pure, or I'm sorry, it's not pure. It's Ryziel Fiendsmith, and we took a swift 2-0 victory. Again, the pattern is they cleared their board. We resolved our Dragoon. Salesband came in clutch a lot. I used Salesband against him, and he couldn't stop us making the Dragoon, and he couldn't clear him or get over him. So it was a swift 2-0 victory. So we're 3-2, and that leads us into our round 6 with the shenanigans at the end, and I'll try my best to explain it. So back-to-back Ryziel Fiendsmith. This guy's playing Ryziel Fiendsmith. We're going into all 3 games. I win the die roll, and I elect to go second, and he's a little bit stunned. So we're going into game 1, and he sets up his board. I clear him and make a Dragoon. I think I win I win the first round with that, and he makes me go first, and then he takes the second round. So we go into the third round, and I elect to go second. He sets up his full Fiendsmith board with the spell card for Ryziel Duo Drive, Ryziel Detonator, Abyss Dweller, and the dragon that says you can't target cards with over 2,000 attack. So it's a solid board. So, mind you, I already have Black Meteor Dragon engrave. Turn comes back to me. I draw into evenly matched, and I have Triple Tactics Thrust in hand. So I go battle, end of battle, evenly matched to get rid of his board. Now this is a little dumb part on mine. It's like 90% my fault. He chains Abyss Dweller to evenly to negate the Black Meteor Dragon for my main phase 2. I'm thinking end of battle, so we're not in the battle phase. My mistake. We are. I even called a judge over for that because after that, I wanted to go thrust. And when I go, okay, he chains that main phase 2 thrust, he says I can't because he activated Abyss Dweller in battle. And I'm confused. And he's thinking it's talents. And me not reading believes him like an idiot. But the judge comes over and we break it down. And the judge says you cannot activate that because he did that in battle. And again, me not reading my own cards, it's my fault. I simply agreed and we lost the duel. So I was going to use thrust to go grab ref and hopefully go into ref and, pop his detonator that he saved and swing for at least another 3K and have something set up with a negate. But alas, that was my YCS experience as far as the actual tournament went. We dropped after that. We had a great time. I managed to sell a few cards and pick up some new ones. And then as far as my plans after this, guys, I said it before, but I do mean it. I think I will retire this build, at least for a little while. Shining Sark really has my attention, especially with the new Dark Magician Girl. And as of about 10 minutes ago, as of recording this video, the ban list just dropped. So I'm going to go take a peek at that and see where the game state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is after this YCS. And hopefully jump back into some competitive Shining Sark and a lot of casual, just other Dark Magician builds that I can come up with. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. And this was my first YCS experience. Thank you guys so much for joining and watching it with me. It means the world. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I have a lot more content to pump out for you guys, and I can't wait for you to see it. So thank you guys so much, and y'all enjoy the rest of your day.